Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. This package here is from Axial Gear. The unboxing knife is the Devo Knives Stout Prototype. Check it out. Go to devoknives.com. You can sign up for our mailing list. The pre-order is on April 9th at 1 p.m. Hope to see you guys there. I hope you pick one up. We would greatly appreciate the support. So, this is from Axial Gear. They have some new products. Yeah, they sent me all three. Let's check it out. Here we go. Boom. All right. Let's put away the old stout here. Oh, baby. So, these are three new products from Axial Gear. This one, we'll check that one out first. This one is a product they had, but they revamped a little bit. So this is the Axial Gear Shift, and they changed the end of the handle a little bit so that it'll work better for, oh yeah, this is that color I like too. Check it out. Look at that, baby. They did a deep carry clip and they flattened the handle out. So now it's a truly reversible clip. And I think they reversed it for me. They did. Oh my God. You guys are the shit. So basically now, here's my Shift warnie, which I love, guys. I love the warnie. And I wonder if you can swap blades. Oh, this is a double edge. Oh, I've never had one of these. I've never been a double-edged OTF guy, but you know what? I've never had one either. Oh my God. Holy shit, that feels good. So does this, but it just amazes me how good their action is every time. But you can see the differences right here. Right? See the handle? Instead of this angle, they now flattened it out, and that means you can just flip the clip over and reverse it. You had to get a lefty clip for these, which they made. But it's cool that you can just flip it now. It makes their lives easier. And it's now a deep carry loop over clip. Even better carry. That is awesome. Would be kind of cool to do a blade swap, though, wouldn't it? Have the black warnie on this one. I wonder if it would allow me to do that. I don't know if you can get the blade out of the handle. I think that's a problem, yeah. Anyway, look at that. Dope-ass knife. This is cool. It's going to be my first time carrying a double edge. My only problem with it, the reason why I never get double edge, is because I like to rest my thumb up here. And that's obviously a bad idea because it'll cut you. Let's get some paper and see how sharp it is. So I guess I got to remember, just put your thumb on the blade. On the, not the blade, on the lock here. So we're sharp there. Let's flip it over and see if you can just flip it over and cut. So is one side not sharpened? Oh, they only sharpen one side. So I think, right? It has a bevel though. So I guess you could do this because it's not sharp. Because this side is certainly sharp. This side is not. They must do that for legal reasons. And you can sharpen it yourself if you want. I don't know. Or maybe it's just so you get this sort of swedge at the top up here. Is it sharp anywhere? Yeah, it's a little bit sharp up there. But this side, sharp all the way up. So there must be a reason for that. But I honestly don't care. I never need that. You know what I mean? You're just going to... I'm just kidding. You're going to either cut like this or whatever. So now I can actually feel comfortable putting my thumb up here. If I do it like on accident, you know what I mean? It's not going to cut me. But you got to hold it back here. Still would love to do a blade swap though. You know what I mean? Really, really cool. So I might give one of these away. Probably keep the newer one. But if I could do the blade swap, I would. So we'll see how that turns out if I even mess with it. But that's awesome, right? So that is the new Shift OTF update, which is dope. Let's put that sticker up there. Digging that. Now, I want to be clear that these were provided to me by Axial Gear. I did not buy any of these knives that you're about to see, so I want to make that clear, but that does not mean my opinion is just bought. But it does mean I haven't spent my money on it, so it makes it a little different. You know what I mean? Just got to keep that in mind. You can use my code LeftyEDC over at axialgear.com, and you can get 10% off your order, which these knives are already affordable. I think it's like $229 for this one. So with 10% off, you get it for like $205 or something like that. That's a good price for an American-made OTF. This is American-made. You can see the flag right there. So, yeah, that's really cool. Good pricing for their products. Now, we have a fixed blade, which we need to cut. There we go. Now, I believe the fixed blade and the folder we're going to see are both made overseas. They are very clear about that. When you ask, at least, I don't know if it's on here anywhere. I'm pretty sure they would have put American, USA made on it if it was, you know what I mean? Yeah, so there you go. That's the packaging for the fixed blade. I did see my buddy Chris over at Grady's Gear got one of these already, and he said it was a cool fixed blade, and I thought it looked cool. Yeah, look at that. That looks sexy as hell. It's a little bigger than I normally like an EDC fixed blade to be, just because I like them to be small so that I can tuck them on my belt and forget about them, you know what I mean? But maybe this would be something I'd put on a bag or something if I ever, you know, put together a hiking bag or something. But this is green micarta, OD green micarta. It feels really good. This is good micarta. The grip feels a little bit small for me, to be honest. Like, the blade to handle ratio is almost like the opposite. Like, there's more blade than handle in this one. And you can see that this choily thing kind of goes up here and the edge is right there. So you need to be careful if you're going to try to choke up like this. I think it's just something I need to get used to. You have a sort of a mini poon right here. And then you have this gorgeous belt satin. Look at that. I think these are like $130 or something like that. Let's look it up real quick before I go telling you guys shit that's wrong. Let's see. Bear with me a second as I look that up. So yeah, I like it. You have your logo right here. It feels really thin. So you have good stock though. I mean, it's not thin at all, really. It's not thick. It's just good stock. It's a full tang design, which is cool. And then you have torque screws holding on your scales, which is cool. I like that. You have a big old lanyard thing right here. You have a sort of a fuller right here, which is obviously aesthetic. And the 3 lines, it's an Axial thing. I really like that. Their logo. And this one's in S35, which is awesome for a fixed blade. You get this here sheath. Which way does it go in? Let's see. This way? Yep, it goes in that way. Fits in nicely. Retention is good. Now, you could take this off, obviously, right? You could take this sort of tech lock thing off. I believe Chris was telling me that this only is made to fit a 1-inch belt, which is odd because, I don't know, I have, obviously, a normal belt. I have a Groove Life belt, and that is a 1.5-inch belt. So let's see. Here's my belt. Shout out to Groove Life, by the way, guys. They don't sponsor me or anything, but so wait, this should fit then, right? Let's see. No, let's see. It doesn't quite. Maybe because this is like a flex type belt, I might be able to get it to squeeze in though. Let's see. See, you'd think you'd be able to like maybe pop these out and move them, but you couldn't make it any wider, right? You could only make it slimmer that way. So yeah, it won't even work with my groove belt, which sucks. So, yeah, that's something I would recommend they update, because the only way I would carry this, like as an EDC knife, is if it was on my belt, right? And I can't do that with this, because it's too, it's just too small. But you could obviously take this off, and then you could just tie something on here. You could use paracord. You could do whatever to get it to work. So it's not the end of the world. Most people have paracord or string or something you could make, you know. Plus, honestly, it adds weight. This whole thing adds weight. I'd rather just have just the knife and the sheath. The sheath is pretty good. It's got great retention, honestly. Hear that? Yeah. But again, this knife is a little big for me personally. It's 3.5-inch blade. For me to EDC on my belt. Now, I'm weird. A lot of you guys out there, you EDC bigger knives than this, right? Like, my favorite EDC fixed blade of all time is probably the Brian Brown Chuck, because it's so small, yet it has such a fantastic belt carry option. I also really enjoyed the Benchmade Hidden Canyon Hunter, the Artisan Sea Snake, but they just didn't give you a belt option with that. And then the SPK, or Steingraber Performance Knife Shark, was fantastic as well on the belt. I just like a small knife. Like, this is just going to be too big. I carry appendix when I carry a fixed blade. So this is a knife I might put on a bag or something. Like, mount it like this on a bag, and then you can pop it out and do whatever. So still a good option. For me personally, I might take it down to the kitchen or something and see how it does in the kitchen instead. So this might become a kitchen knife, honestly. We'll see. And then I can give feedback on how it cuts and everything down there. I think it would be pretty good in the kitchen, honestly. Get a good pinch grip, you know. So that's the fixed blade. You guys know me. I'm not the biggest expert on fixed blades, so take all that with a grain of salt. We have one more package here, and it is this one, I think. Same stickers, same, yep. And this is a folder design. Oh, right, I meant to pull up their website. I'm sorry, guys. Axial Gear. Let's do it. All right, so shop. We have the OTF. So the new OTF is a 3.3-inch blade. So you're looking at a 3.3-inch blade here. And this version specifically with the double-edged dagger. Let's see. They only have 8 left in a clip point configuration. Let's see. Handle color. Double-edged CPM. Yep, and this is stonewash, right? CPM. There it is. So this one right here is 229, 3.3-inch blade, double edge, S35. Yeah, that's the one. So 229. They actually have Sezzle available on their website too, which is awesome. So you can use my code LeftyEDC at checkout. You could save $22.99 off of it, and then you could also use Sezzle to break that up into payments of like $50 each over 6 weeks, which I think for a USA-made knife like this, dope-ass OTF, totally worth it. If you guys have seen my reviews on these, you'll know I love them. American-made, the price point, and the fact that they just made what we wanted, which is a simple knife, right? With no glass breaker on it, no gizmos, no dumb shit. Like, it just is a good knife. And it's at a good price, and it's American-made. I mean, it's just kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. But again, grain of salt, guys. Grain of salt. Fixed blade. Here we go. Fixed blade is 3.5 inches of S35 VN on a satin grind, obviously. We saw that. They have a black micarta, which I think would look dope. I personally was hoping black micarta showed up, but I'm not going to complain. You know what I'm saying? The Ode green as well. These are $150, guys. That's pretty cool. And I think I just saw if you sign up for their newsletter, you could get a free pry bar. I don't know if I saw that right, but check out their website, guys. They got some cool stuff going on. It's a flat grind on here. And can I get any other information on it? I guess you don't really need any other information. That's pretty much it. Here. The Alpine is designed to be the ultimate EDC size fixed blade. Versatile drop point blade, features a flat grind, and is made from CPM S35VN. For toughness and ease of sharpening, beautiful micarta handles are contoured for comfort while in hand. Each knife comes with a custom fit Kydex sheath that can be adjusted for vertical or horizontal carry. Overall length, 6.92. Blade length, 3.5. Cutting edge, 3.56. That makes no sense. Does that make sense? Could you have more cutting edge than blade length? I mean, maybe I can't do math right. That just seems wrong. 0.118 thickness. Blade thickness, sorry. It's S35, flat grind satin, and edge type is plain. Does not say where it's made, but I am fairly certain it's made in China. Origin country, China. So they do put that clearly on the website. Left hand, right hand, fixed blade. Here we go. Handle length, 3.47. Handle thickness, 0.43. All right, 2.7 ounces. So I hope that gives you guys enough information. Sorry, I'm not normally a specs guy, but if I have them here, I might as well give them to you, right? So I really do like this. Again, for me, probably a kitchen John, but we'll see what happens. So that's that. Now, let's get into the folder. This is the one I'm excited about. Chris was raving about it. He got one the other day, and Chris knows that I like good detents, and he seemed to think it was a good one. So let's see. We have a very heavily bead blasted frame. I like that. Deep carry clip. Again, they're killing it with that. This up sweep is going to be interesting in hand. We'll see. And it is reversible, guys, so we might have to flip that over. Centering, dead on, dead flipping nuts right here. Boom. Dead nuts on the centering. I don't know who makes this. This one is also from China. So $149 for the fixed blade, I think, is pretty good for Chinese made. Now, you know, micarta, S35VN, you come with the sheath and everything. You know, I think that's okay. I'm not a slip joint expert. This one here is in 20 CV steel. Has the same belt satin. See if I don't think this one has specs for some reason on the website. I think they're updating the website. So, I don't have much on this. But this is also origin China. They are working on having everything made in the U.S. soon. So they're ramping up a new shop or something like that, which I'm hoping we can get a sneak peek of. But let's give her a flip. Oh, yes. 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 They nailed the detent, guys. See that? Oh. Lefty, frame lock. Gotta be careful, but my thumb is naturally landing right here. Now, for one thing I noticed right away, it's a little bit, is the detent. Detent's pretty early. I thought it was late. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Any play? No play. No rock. Internal stop pin. I don't know if you can see it there. Let's zoom in. Internal stop pin right there. Here's your frame. It's giving me, I don't know what vibes I'm getting here. I wanted to say like Wii Civivi, but I don't know. For this price, $189, 20 CV. I don't know. You have a lock bar insert, of course, with a, what kind of ball do we have? We have a, ooh, is that steel? Nope, ceramic. I can't tell. I think it's a ceramic detent ball, which is important to me. Interesting, guys. It doesn't quite drop. Let me bring it back out. So the detent's solid. When you let go, you want it to kind of drop down, but it could just be it's breaking in. You know what I mean? It literally just came out of the box. So the action's for sure good. I mean, they nailed the detent, and it's dropping well. With that detent, you might not get a guillotine, but that's fine with me. In terms of lock stick, maybe a little bit. I think that'll wear in. Could be oil, could be anything, but we'll see. 20 CV blade steel. Look at that. Ergos. So it is a small knife, guys. I believe I saw it listed. Yeah, 2.8 on the blade. So not even quite 3 inches. Probably 3 inches overall blade length. Or no, it could be 2.8 overall. I don't know what the cutting edge is then. Crazy looking choil. Look at that. It really took care of that choil. Plunge grind. Ooh, it ends right before the edge starts. So they did a good job. Actually, it comes up about a little over halfway up that choil is where the plunge ends. So you have about up to there to like, it's fine. It's fine. Interesting size, really is. Ergos. So again, small knife. I can just get all 4 on if I squeeze. If I kind of spread them out, I'm still getting all 4. I'm just hanging off the end a little bit, but it's still comfortable. You do have a flipper choil here, I would call it, because you can see how far away the edge is. So I can climb up here and get closer to that edge. Pinch grips. Now, you guys know me. I love a sheep's foot blade. They nailed it on that. And you can get down, get into your shipping labels, whatever you do. You know me. Let's see. Let's cut something. Yeah, really good. Good edge on that. Here for size comparison, let's get the stout. 3 1/4 inch blade on the stout. There you go. It wants to tip over, so. What do I have that would compare? Maybe 2.87. Maybe the Finch knives. 1929. So you can see it's bigger than that. Aloni knives, goat version 2. There we go. Very, very similar. The goat is slightly bigger. And then let's just grab the Quiet Carry Drift. There you go. Drift is a little bit bigger, so hopefully that helps you guys on the size comparisons. Let's flip the clip over. And what do we need? T8, I hope. So let's grab, got my new good screwdriver. Loving the good screw, guys. They gave me 2. I am giving away the larger, the black titanium one, the Stegen. I'm giving that one away. Please be T6, or please be T8. Oh, fuck, it's T6. Damn, that sucks. It's T6. That's a negative in my book. You want to have T8 on everything if you can. I get it. I do. And a lot of these OEMs might be telling you you have to use T6 in certain areas, but I just avoid T6 like it's, you know. Oh, wait. Look at that. There's a cutout on this side, but on this side there's not. What the hell? So they did that to preserve the show side look, but that's dumb. I don't like that either, to be honest, but let's see how it functions. Obviously, I want the recess if I can get it, but they don't give it to you on the left side. I mean, it sits, you know, let's see if it goes in pocket. Yeah, there's plenty of clearance. Honestly, the retention's a little light on this, you can see. Very thin. I think I'm on the lock bar. Yeah, feels good in hand. Honestly, that I thought this would be an issue, but I think it's plateaued enough. You do feel it a little bit. You feel the clip a little bit, and it wants to kind of bend a little bit as you squeeze down. But, yeah. I don't know. So I might honestly leave this guy right-handed just because you're going to get that, you know what I mean? You're going to get that cutout that looks like shit over here. I honestly get it. They were actually trying to appeal to lefties, which I'm not going to complain about that. You know what I mean? But they didn't go far enough with it. They should have just left it right hand only, is what I'm thinking. Because you didn't give us the cutout, and then, yeah, and then it kind of looks dumb. Because now you have the cutout showing on the right side. You know what I mean? And then you have these holes here. So it almost seems like a half measure to do it the way they did it. I appreciate it. I really do. But at the same time, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of seems unnecessary. And look, we scratched up the shit already just from having that clip on there for a second. Let's see how it feels in pocket with the right-hand clip. Yeah, you almost feel like you get more retention on the clip when you have it in the cutout. I don't know why. Maybe it gives it a little, it gives it less gap, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. But it feels better that way. And you can see it has broken in now. It is basically just dropping. I might drop a speck of KPL heavy on there. You can hear it wearing that path into the satin grind. But thing for me is I just wanted to disengage and get past there. See, before it wasn't dropping because it was just brand new. Now it's dropping and it's super smooth, guys. This thing is really nice, honestly. They did a great job. Great job on this. It's not, there's no play at all either, by the way. So, yeah, I really like the folder. I think they should have just went right hand only, but I don't think most people will care, and some lefties will love it. You know what I mean? Some lefties will just be happy they have a lefty clip. They won't care about the cutout or how it looks or anything. To me, it just seems like you should just leave it right-handed, but whatever. I like the pivot, nice and clean. It is looking like, oh no, it's tooled on this side, not on this side. It's just a circle. Look at that. Interesting. Okay. That's good. So it's probably a captive pivot. Can't speak to that. I don't know if I want to take it apart because the action is so good already. And it's dead nut centered. And it just seems silly to fuck with it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to. But I'll carry it. And I will come to a conclusion on it. And I'll do a full review on it. I don't know if I'll do an updated review on this just because I've already reviewed a few shifts and it's really just a change back here. It does help the blade to handle ratio. You can see the look. It just looks like you get more blade now. I don't know if you see that, but I see it. I like that a lot. And the double-edged thing, you know what? It's kind of how these are meant to be. They're kind of meant to be double-edged knives. And that spear point is not bad for me because I can get to that tip to cut labels and stuff. That's why I love a Warney, you know. So I probably won't do a video on that. On the fixed blade here, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure yet. It might just become a kitchen knife, to be honest. And then I might report back on it once I get some more information, or my wife just might be using it. I don't know. Or maybe I'll figure out a way to get it on my belt. But for now, I just can't see it going on my belt. Even if this had fit my belt, I don't think I'd love it. And honestly, you would have to put it this way, right? So it would be vertical. I don't think... I guess you could unscrew that and turn it this way and then have it be... But it just weighs more with that thing. I'd rather have paracord or loops, you know? So honestly, if I was them, I'd probably just get rid of this thing because it limits you to 1-inch belt. Just get rid of it and put one of those things with the two straps and the buckle, the two buttons that click in. like the one on the Brian Brown Chuck. That'd be cool. But this is a cool fixed blade for sure. And then I think the star of the show here is the folder. Definitely coming in hot. I think they have, yep, they have tons of milling in there on the show side. Let's see if I can show you. Tons of milling in there on the show side. They even have some back there on the lock side too. Look at that. Wow. So it's super lightweight, nice small sized EDC flipper. I'm not, you know, the biggest flipper only guy, so I'm not going to sit here and say this will become my favorite knife. It won't. But for what it is, I think this is a great offering. And for $189, if you use my code LeftyEDC, you save $18.99. So you're talking about what, $170 for this guy. That's pretty good for 20 CV these days, and titanium and everything. I think a lot of people will be liking this folder. So that's it, guys. Thank you for sticking around for this long one. I just wanted to get through all of the packages there from them. I really appreciate Axial Gear for sending this stuff out. Go check them out at their website. That will be linked below. They're in the description of every one of my videos because I have an affiliate link and my code LeftyEDC over there. It helps them out, it helps me out, and it helps you out. So it's kind of all around a good thing to use that code. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. You interested in any of these? Did you pick any of these up? Will you be picking up any of these? So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.